Welcome back to our series where we're looking at the body and darts in terms of exercise, how you can prepare it and reduce the risk of injury. We're once again here with Ben Linnie.
Ben, we've been out all day.
Yeah.
Matt's gone home way early, but I'm still going. I'm in the final.
Right.
I just won the final, and it's 8 o'clock at night. I've been on my feet for 12 hours.
Yeah.
What am I going to do now?
Key thing is be consistent and upkeep a routine of things, especially if you don't want to be waking up feeling like crap the next morning. Get back to your hotel room or your house, or wherever you live. Just do a simple stretch routine, and from there we just kind of make sure we're drinking plenty of water. So at night, you just want to chill out, relax the brain, because it's probably on overload, and if you're tired, it's going to cause you to struggle to sleep.
He's been to the tournament. First thing he's going to do is going to find a Chinese. He's going to have sweet and sour chicken, satay chicken. He's then going to sit and watch Anton Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway, and he's going to go nowhere. He's been on his feet for 12 hours. I don't know why, because he won't get to a final of a tournament that went 12 hours long. Does he need, like, cool-down routines?
Yes.
And is that sort of reverse of the warm-up, or is there different things he needs to be looking at? Because the warm-up was more about mobility, wasn't it?
Yes. For a cool down, it's more about returning the muscles to their natural state, because when you're overusing muscles, especially from a throwing position like darts, it shortens the muscle heads. So you want to lengthen them to get them back to where they were. This is where we do more of the static type stretches to really lengthen the muscles and relax them.
Look, there's plenty of relaxed muscles there.
We're learning here, aren't we?
Yeah. Some people like to know all the in-depth stuff like I do, and people just want to know what's the A to B of things, like what's going to be simple for me to just pick up and do, and we don't want all the explanation, which is fine. Like, just roll your shoulders back, just kind of like interlace your fingers. That's too challenging.
I'm already in that position, that's good.
You can hold your wrist, or you can use a towel. You can just hold it here, like the towel. This is obviously a flannel, some people, and that helps to stretch everything, because you've got something to grip on. And I'm slightly pushing my hips forward to get my lower back in as well, but because I'm rolling my shoulders back and pushing down, it's almost like my fists are pushing to the ground, a bit like the Hulk smashing everything up. You can do a lower back stretch. Just put your hands against your back and just push your hips forward. It's almost a bit like Santa Claus, and you're going, ho, 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 ho.
You did this one at the Christmas party, didn't you?
Yeah. Some people naturally do that kind of stretch throughout the day when they're feeling a bit stiff and tight, but it's great to do. Bring your hands up, pull your elbows down, and try and bring them in diagonally towards your ribcage. So you're just pulling them out, you're not going to get the same muscle activation. So you pull it in, and you'll feel this in the back of your shoulders, which is quite key, especially if you've got all the stress build-up of there being on your feet all day. From there, transition. Try and bring your fingertips together or interlace your fingers and look down. This gets your upper back, which are supporting muscles in a lot of the movements for darts, especially the throwing side. And then to get a little deeper, you just push your hands out in front. These ones that have been more targeted to rhomboids. Similar to a layer of lasagna, the way I look at it.
You've been training in that for years, a bit of lasagna, haven't you?
Traps on top of your rhomboids, and then your rhomboids more close to the spine. So you're out here, and then you bring your arms out. And like in the previous video about the deltoid stretch, you can just come into that and bring it across. And then you do the other side. And then from here, you just transition, one hand up your back, going into a tricep stretch. The hamstring stretch, you come down. Again, if you need to do it from a seated position because you're feeling all stiff and tight and tired for all day, that's fine.
There you go, Andy, you can do a sit-down stretch here if you need to, like this.
And then finally, for your quadriceps and hips, try and put your hand on the wall for balance. And the first step is just to try and come up and down. If it's too challenging to try and grab your heel, you can get a resistance band to help with this. And the first step is try and bring your knees together and try and bring your heel to your glute. Now, you could be all the way back here, and that will feel quite tight, especially on your shoulders, because you're trying to hold your foot up, which is fighting against gravity. So this is why we hold on to the wall. Rolling your shoulders back to keep that good posture, and that helps you to bring your hand down and hold on to your foot. And if you can bring it to your glutes, great. But don't worry about it if you're out here. Again, you can use resistance bands to help with this. To activate the hips more, just bring it out, that knee, point it to the side and back. By holding on to the wall, you're getting that balance, and the wall should be sturdy enough to take and force, and then you're stretching everything out. Rather than just slamming your foot down, keep that hand down, just slowly bring it down. When you're tired, you might feel, oh yeah, I just can't be bothered, and just go, oof. But that puts everything into the knee joint, and you don't want to have that at the end of the day. Take your time with it, try not to rush. And then again, what we do to one side, we do to the other. Knees together, roll your shoulders back, keep a good posture. And then just bring it out and back for the hip flexors.
Andy, I didn't mean sit down. You actually meant to do this sat down stretch.
Oh, I just did the sit down bit. Oh, Ben, we've done all that. We've kind of, I call it warmed down.
Yeah.
Now can I go for my Chinese and pints, or is it water and straight to bed?
Everything's key in moderation. So if you're not having like a Chinese and your pints all the time, that's okay. I would always recommend don't restrict yourself too much, because that's where it becomes a negative, and then you're more like to say, sod this, I'm not upkeeping this. Most of the people, when they go to the gym first time, new year, new me, they throw themselves into the deep end, restrict self too much, feel like crap, so not getting the right energy in the systems. And then they say, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yes, I can go for a Chinese.
So Andy's happy, but what does nutrition look like for a dart player? How can you maintain the body, and how can you get yourself ready for a long day at the darts? Because we traditionally know that doesn't always go to plan. That coming up in a future episode. Make sure you subscribe for more how to prepare the body for darts.